Hi, I'm Nancy Green from Pink Sand Beach Designs. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to make the top zipper flap for the Brentwood bag. It's really fun to make and it's not that hard really. What you're going to need is a 14-inch zipper. You're going to need the zipper tab end. You're going to need 2 of the zipper flaps, and on the zipper flap you're going to iron decor bond to one of the sides. So let me show you how the tab end works. To fold in the tab end, we folded a 1/4 inch on either side. We folded those in, and then the side parts we folded on themselves. Then what I want you to do is put the zipper into the top part. Let me stick that in. And then fold this to the back. Then you're going to stitch all the way around, and you can back stitch over what you have. At that point, it's going to look like this. So see how we've stitched all the way around, and the zipper end is completely covered with fabric. Now we're going to add the facing. To add the facing, open up your zipper and fold it in towards you, this end towards you. And then put the facing over it, and I have the decor bond side up towards me. Put this on the zipper and pin it in place. And then equally pin it down your zipper. So you're going to pin it all the way down. Then you're going to stitch, back stitch here and stitch all the way down your zipper. When you've finished, it's going to look like this. So see how we have it in place here? And we've kept it an equal distance away from the zipper coils. We've stitched all the way down, and the back side you can see it's stitched on. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other zipper flap. So this zipper flap, I have the decor bond side up. I'm going to fold this down towards me. And the main thing you want to do here is equally match up the ends of the flap. See how these are equal? And then pin them. Now, a technique I use here is I go back down to the end here and I match these up and I put a pin. That will assure that they're equally aligned once you sew them. And then I pin in between. Once you do that and stitch it, it's going to look like this. So see how we've stitched all the way down this side, and we've stitched, you back stitch here, and we stitch all the way down here and back stitch. And then it's stitched on either side. Now we're ready to put it on the lining. You have 2 linings pieces. You have a lining with a pocket in it. I want you to put that aside. And a lining with these compartmental pockets. That's the one we're going to put the zipper on. So you're going to put the zipper now, the opening towards your right, and you're going to equally center it here. And the pattern tells you to put it 1 1/4 inches down. So I'm going to measure now. See how I have 1 1/4 inch, and I'm going to fold this zipper in half so I know the center. It's right there. And I'm going to put a pin. Now in this bag, the zipper placement is going to mimic this angle on the top of the bag. So we're going to go 1 1/4 inches up here and pull this up. And put a pin. And then go over to this side and go 1 1/4 inches. Just let this kind of move around. See how I'm letting it move for me? And put a pin. So this is right side up, and this fabric's right side up. I want you to stitch using a scant 1/4 inch seam all the way along. Scant is a little less than 1/4 inch, so stitch all the way along using less than 1/4 inch seam, pivot here, and stitch all the way along here. Once you've done that, it's going to look like this. So see how we've sewn it along here, we've pivoted, and we've sewn. Now we're doing a little flip here to flip this up, and you can put a pin if you want, if that helps you. And we're going to stitch slightly wider than 1/4 inch seam right along here. The reason we're doing it is by stitching it slightly wider, it's going to hide that raw edge. So after you've stitched it, it's going to look like this. See how we've back stitched it here, we've stitched it along, and we've stitched it here. When you flip it up, we see none of that original raw edge. So you've completed one application to one side of the lining. You want to do the exact same series of things to this side. So you're going to place this down and center it 1 1/4 inch and stitch it exactly the way I told you. Once you've done that, your bag will look like this. So now we have the zipper applied to either side of the linings, and we've also now sewn up the side seams, and now you're almost finished with your Brentwood bag.